Imagine wandering through cobblestone streets, surrounded by charming wooden houses and blooming gardens. But behind this picturesque facade lies a world of terrifying tales of crimes and punishments from the Middle Ages. Are you ready to enter the Crime Museum in Rothenburg ob der Tauber and uncover the untold secrets? Khaled arrived in the German town of Rothenburg ob der Tauber on a cold, cloudy day, yet the town's charm pulsed with vibrant colors and wooden decorations adorning the buildings. Khaled was captivated by the city, as if it were from a fairy tale. The aroma of fresh baked goods filled the air, and children played innocently in the square, but his eyes settled on a dark building in one of the narrow alleys. Khaled asked a local about this intriguing building, and he replied, "Ah, that's the Crime and Punishment Museum. Here, you'll learn about the dark side of the Middle Ages." Driven by curiosity and a desire to discover the other side of the city, Khaled decided to enter. Stepping inside, he found himself in a dark and terrifying world. The museum housed ancient torture devices like the Mask of Shame, a metal mask that women were forced to wear as punishment, and the Witch's Chair, a wooden chair with sharp spikes used to torture those suspected of witchcraft. The sight of the tools and iron cages sent shivers down Khaled's spine, but his curiosity kept him from turning back. As he wandered through the dark rooms, he stopped in front of a large painting depicting an old tale about a man named Johannes, who was said to have been sentenced to hang for stealing a loaf of bread during a famine that struck the city in the 14th century. But the legend tells that Johannes was not just a thief. He was part of a secret movement calling for social justice. No one could prove this at the time, and he ended up hanged, his tragic story etched in the town's memory. Khaled continued exploring the museum and stood before a narrow cage that had once been placed in the town square as punishment for sinners who publicly shamed their sins. The guide told him that this cage was used to torture those convicted of treason, left for days under the scorching sun and biting cold as a lesson to those passing by. While wandering, he heard whispers from visitors discussing the town's legends, including the tale of the guardian spirit, said to watch over the town to this day, carrying with it the souls of the tormented who suffered in that dark era. Khaled began to feel as if the past was pulsating around him, for every wall in this museum held secrets of those who lived in a merciless time. Exciting conclusion. As he exited the museum, Khaled looked at the city with different eyes. The town had become not just a charming image from fairy tales, but a place teeming with the spirits and forgotten characters of centuries past. He realized that Rothenburg ob der Tauber was not merely a picturesque town, but a gateway opening a window to an ancient history filled with tales of horror and injustice.